Ethan Ralph. I was like, I've been trying to avoid Ralph for a while because he's just like so nasty and petulant, and his mother is dead recently. She's died recently. I don't even think she's buried at this point. She literally just died. So it's like, okay, just ignore Ralph. Maybe Ralph cannot like be a fucking retard for just a little bit, and I'll just give him a little bit of space. We'll all breathe, and I won't have to have like, because I don't like having like a feud, you know, because that's not interesting. I don't want people to have to take sides between two arbitrary points and like some fucking internet dispute. It's not funny. It's not interesting. It's anti-funny, and someone in my position running the forum should not have like these people are good and these people are bad kinds of associations, because it inherently taints the quality and perspective of discussion on the forum, and I don't want to do that. These streams should just be me talking about things that I enjoy. But Ralph is really fucking pressing me on this shit. Um, and recently, like today, by the way, is the due date for Matthew Vick, or not for Matthew Vickers, but Alexander Vickers, who is Faith's son, due to be born today. I don't know if it's going to be born today. I don't know if it's already been born. Like, that news hasn't reached me, regardless of what it is. But we're all waiting in anticipation for the arrival of the Antichrist to usher in 1,000 years of darkness. Um, and I guess, good luck to Faith. Don't die during pregnancy. That would be sad. Good luck to Ralph dealing with the child support and custody shit, because that's going to be fucking fun for nobody, except maybe people on the forum. But while he's sitting here expecting the birth of his son, he has found the time to go out and DMCA T clips. Like, of all the things happening right now in Ralph's life, his mother just died, baby on the way, still has to deal with the in-laws, and he just lost his Patreon. I'll touch on that in a second. And originally I wasn't going to, but Jesus Christ, he comes out and he says this. I laughed when they took down that Skanks T-Clips channel. I told the dumb bitch to take my material down over a year ago. She didn't listen. She shit on my mama after she died and tried to dox my friends instead. I laughed when they took down her channel, Lamau. I'd 100% do it again, and will do it again if needed. And you're not safe on Odyssey, baby girl. I'm coming for those too, and I'm gonna upload your clips on Killstream.tv. I own that shit. And so that's his bold declaration of war against T-Clips. Just some fucking broad out in California or Arizona, wherever the fuck, uploading clips of shit, who's left Ralph pretty much alone. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, saying that she laughed at his mom dying. I don't think I heard anyone laughing at his mom dying. I could be wrong. I'm not paying attention, but what Ralph did is he claimed 20 clips from the kill stream. And if you claim 3 videos from one channel at one time, they get 3 strikes applied at once. And when YouTube system gets 3 strikes applied at one time, the channel is immediately completely deleted or hidden from view until the issue is settled, because clearly it's such a serious infraction that they're getting multiple copyright violations or community strike violations at once. There's something that needs human mediation at this point, and it can't be on the site until that's resolved. So her shit's just like completely like fucking Thanos snapped out of existence. But there's like clips of him talking. This is from 20. This is almost exactly a year ago, a little bit less than a year old. I think of all the content of mine that you've run, monetized, and profited off of, and I think the way you're literally running an anti-Ralph channel now, that's your right. That is your right. It is your right to run an anti-Ralph channel and to have monetized clips. But he continues, but I don't have to be happy about it, and I don't have to be happy about, and I'm not happy about it. Do what you want with my clips, now and in the future. I'll never revoke, but I will not let aggression against me and my show go unanswered. And then T-Clip says, I'm not running an anti-Ralph channel. I grabbed the drama moments from the streams, and I was going to clip Corinne and Fuentes next. So he essentially says here that it doesn't bother, like, I guess it does bother him, but, it's like, whatever, it's a clip channel. I'm not gonna be petty about it. And then less than a year later, he's completely backtracked on that and said, like, yeah, I'm gonna copyright strike all your shit. Fuck you. And I don't know. You can make arguments about if that is verbal or written permission to allow her to use that clips. And in my perspective, when you look at the recent case law with Sargon versus Akilah Hughes, the judge in that case explicitly says that in the context of Sargon's channel, there's a transformative element to a wholly utilized work that is present just because it's on his channel, and his channel is a place of criticism. And really, you could look at the clipping channel and say, well, there's no such transformative element. But when you look at Ralph's direct statement, he's saying, I think of the way you're literally running an anti-Ralph channel now. He clearly thinks that it is a critical place of him. So by his own words in this one message, he admits that both A, it's her right to use that content, and B, that her channel is anti-Ralph, which transforms the clips, because apparently the context of the T-Clips channel is distorting the work in such a way that it's a different work than when Ralph just has it on his archives. So, like, I don't know. That's a legal argument. I'm not a lawyer, and I'm sure nobody gives a fuck. But I cannot fucking believe that. Like, I can't believe that Ralph is that petty and stupid and vindictive and petty and stupid. But how does he have fans who support him? How do people give him money still and think like, yeah, that's right. That's the guy for me. That's my favorite entertainer. I work, bagging groceries, but when I come home from bagging groceries and I sit down and I listen to the Ralph retort and the political insights of the Gamergator, all my worries wash away and I feel informed. And I think that even though he's out there waging a crusade against clip channels, he deserves some of my money. Like, who the fuck is that person? And I'm thinking now that the whole reason why he suddenly chose this time to DMCA T-Clips is that he wants to put all Killstream content behind a paywall in this fucking bullshit app that he's betting his entire estate on to monetize, because he just lost his Patreon. And that's a funny story. Like, far be it from me to encourage deplatforming, because I don't. But in this case, it really, it's entirely on him, and it's hard for me to sympathize with him. I don't think that he should be demonetized, even though it is entirely his fault, given the context. But the context is, months ago, when Aid came onto a stream with me and Pay, who I will talk about in a little bit, for the remainder of the stream. But when he came on with me, or she came on with me and PPP, Aid talked about Ralph and said that he had, among many things, a scatological affiliation. He liked poo. And Ralph was in fucking chat on his verified DLive account saying, yep, that's true, I love poo-poo. And I think after that, he was so angry and so humiliated that he wrote up a fucking diatribe about Aid on his blog, theralphretort.com, and he said all these horrible things about her and said she was a washed up hoe and a starfucker and all this shit. And then, to top it off, to make sure that she really stung, he doxed where she worked. And far be it from me to condemn doxing, but I can logically look at what this is. This is a hit piece. You're trying to get her fired. You're trying to deprive her of her income because she told people you like stinky doo-doo. And then she, after contacting the police about revenge pornography with her ex-boyfriend, suddenly your Patreon goes down and deprives you of income. So it is literally fucking karma, like almost immediate, instant karma. And it wouldn't have happened, because I think a lot of what Ralph gets away with is that his streams are fucking long, and even haters don't have the audacity to stomach his shit for hours at a time to find little bits to get him by. But the RalphRetort.com is like what he tells Patreon. This is what my Patreon is for. It's supporting my journalistic works at the RalphRetort.com. So when people show him, like the Patreon, like abuse report team, and say, look, This guy has docs on it. Like, if Aid reports his fucking Patreon and says, it says right here, it's for the RalphRetort.com. You go to the RalphRetort.com. Here's the article that contains my job telling people that they should get me fired. And then they look at that and they have it fucking black and white in front of him, or in front of them, saying, yeah, he's violated community standards and he's no longer welcome on the platform. That's what happened. And it could have done nothing. He would still be making that, like, $1,000 a month minimum. I think it was like $2,000 a month. He would still have that if he just let it go. And that's always been his problem. Just fucking let it go. None of it fucking matters. Nobody gives a shit. Read the fucking news. Talk about Tucker Carlson and Trump and just let it fucking go. But he can't. And it will continue to negatively impact him and his ability to lead the kind of life that he wants until he fucking can't. And that, I think that day is coming sooner and sooner all the time. And once the baby's involved and there's financial obligations and he has to lawyer up again to represent himself in family court. And that's not the court that is cheap. Family court is the fucking nastiest place to be. All sides are fucking vindictive as shit. They will dig through every element of your life to find out things about custody and, character. And it will drain him emotionally and physically and financially to the point he's a fucking withered husk. So... And I don't know. I could potentially try and sacrifice Ralph a second time to my banana peppers. Give myself a banana pepper harvest. But I don't know if there's anything left. I mean, he's still quite big. Physically, there's enough matter there to nourish my peppers. But I dare not try to Babe Ruth it twice at this point. Okay. That is enough talking about Ralph.